Hi everybody, this is Mikey Bee from the Super High Productions. Today I want to talk to you about something that's very interesting. Look at this, look at all this nature. Man, isn't this boring? I wish I was inside watching some Netflix right now. But unfortunately, here I am in this nasty location. This wilderness, the fresh air stinks. Well, you don't have to be like me. You can watch some really cool things on Netflix right now. But what are you going to watch? Well, I devised a top 10 list. Before we begin, I must say that Netflix has a whole bunch of things on there. Some of it's artsy-fartsy and cutie-wooty or whatever. Some of it's like big blockbuster movies that you've seen already. Like The Avengers or Thor or Terminator 2 or whatever. Those you probably have seen those. So I'm not going to stick those on the list, even though I would recommend you checking those out. And yeah, there'll probably be some crazy things on this list that you don't want to see. But I say, just give them a shot. Or not, whatever. I mean, it's a top 10 list. As long as you watch at least one, I'll be happy. I'm going to start this list with a personal favorite of mine, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Now, you probably have seen this movie before. Or maybe you haven't. Well, if you haven't, you're in for a treat. Now, live action and animation have intertwined before, but none so perfectly as in the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Here, just watch this clip. Wow, what a fun clip. Hey, did you know Bob Hoskins was in that movie? He's a good actor. And also Disney characters and Warner Brothers characters like Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny were both in this movie. It's like the only time where there ever been a coordination like that before. I mean, come on, you have to watch it now. Sailing in at number 9 is The Artist. This French film was a silent film that paid tribute to other silent films. Crazy, I know, but in 2012 it won the Best Picture. Wow, this movie was made in 2012? Yeah. Not only that, but it also has a great story too. What would you do if you suddenly found yourself obsolete in the profession that you loved? Also, wonderfully, the music is outstanding. Next up is Shark vs. Eagle. This is a New Zealand film starring those guys, or at least that one guy, from Flight of the Conchords. You know him, don't you? I don't have to tell you which one? Okay, good. It's kind of like a romantic comedy version of Napoleon Dynamite for adults. You know, a few swearings and other adult themes, but it's pretty funny. You should check out a clip of it.
You know, your combat name for when you're competing. Jared, he's the Eagle Lord, and I'm Blaze.
Mine's the dangerous person.
Okay.
Fight man!
So you know that London graffitier Banksy, don't you? He's a street artist. He has a whole documentary devoted to himself. I mean, he didn't make it, but someone else did. Someone that was his best friend for a while. Well, self-proclaimed best friend. Being the only documentary on this list, I think it's one that's very, very showing of the street art movement and just art in general. And what is art? Explores all those topics in one. I hate the great outdoors. This place smells and it's scary, and I see little critters running around here. The number 6 spot goes to Man on the Moon. Yeah, there's 2 Jim Carrey movies on this list, and this is the first one. This is a movie where he portrays character actor Andy Kaufman. Here, have a clip.
Mikey Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand. So though we are in danger, we never despair, 'cause we know that where there's danger, he is there. He is there.
You're probably asking me right now, this video is going very fast, isn't it? And the answer is yes, it's true. Because I want you to get down there and watch those movies. What are these things for? What are these things for? Oh, hi again. Next on the list is a movie that is near and dear to my heart. It's known as Serenity. You like Firefly? What? You didn't see it? Well, don't worry. A lot of people didn't, including myself. But when I saw the movie Serenity in theaters, I loved it. It didn't really matter if I didn't see the show that was based on that. It works on all levels. It's a space drama. It's space, sci-fi, western, horror, comedy, little comedy in there. Yeah, action-packed thriller. It's good for checking out. Now I want to slow things down and talk about a movie called Flypaper. Now I'm not really into heist movies, but when I saw this, it's quite funny. It's quite enjoyable. It's about two different bank robbers that rob a bank on the same darn day. Now you throw in a guy who's OCD and trying to figure out what's going on. It's it's quite a funny little story. Flypaper. I would recommend it, and it is on my number 4 spot.
You will not try to escape. You will not make noise. This is the most pathetic group of hostages I've ever seen. Already we're behind schedule. Our number 3 guy, Lancelot, is a psycho. We got 2 hillbillies in the lobby playing with weapons-grade plastic explosives.
How many banks have you robbed?
Like dozens. Yeah.
Now you may think that I'm clowning you with this list, that I'm going too fast and things just ain't right. Well, there is a serious film on this movie list. I think everyone should check it out. Whether you watch it on Netflix or you rent it or you borrow it from me, because I have it on DVD, called Do the Right Thing. It's about what happens in a hot New York day in the late 80s, early 90s, where racial tensions just explode. I mean, if you are of the white race or any other race, I think you will have to watch it and see how serious tensions can get and how we can do something about it in the future to prevent such chaotic madness. Worth a watch. Also, Do the Right Thing may not be recommended to people that have problems with the N word, A word, B word, C word, F word, S word, or any other words. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Hi, have you ever been in love before? Have you ever loved someone that was just completely different than you? That's what happened to my friends in this movie, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. They are just complete strangers, complete opposites. They're just so different from everyone else. They just fall in love, but you know, unfortunately, love was not meant to last. They broke up, and the girl is just crazy and erased her memory. Well, this is by my favorite director, Michel Gondry. He uses like some crazy practical special effects, and it's really unique. The story is somewhat complicated. It is a non-linear story device, but it works very well, and it has the likes of Jim Carrey, okay? It's got the likes of Mark Ruffalo in it, the Hulk himself, yeah. Elijah Wood, Frodo, yeah, he's in there. Mary Jane Watson is in there. And then, you know, just really other great people. So, it's one of my all-time favorites. If you haven't seen it by now, what are you waiting for?
Man, I can't remember anything without you.
That's very sweet, but try, okay?
Okay. Row your boat gently down the stream.
Merrily, 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 like a bird of dream. It's working. I'm a genius.
I'm a sham. So what could be number one? Well, this was hard. I like a lot of these films on this list, and I hope that you like them too. Number one for me is a movie called The Odd Couple. Now, it's maybe not my favorite film, maybe it's not even the best film on here, but it's just such a good classic film, again, about opposites. One guy's really neat, the other guy is super tidy, and it, deals with dark issues like suicide and stuff, but it's like, what happens when these two guys, live together, because they're just thrown in a situation where they have to. It's just wacky fun, but it's just like, how far would you go for your friends, And that's what's important. Like, besides all the comedy of the movie, it's a good message. It's a classic. I think of all the classics that you're gonna check out, you might as well start with that. If you've never seen a movie before, maybe before 1970, just start with The Odd Couple and work your way back, because there's nothing wrong with these older films, and Netflix has got a ton of them. You can check them out. I'll make another list. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe button, leave a comment, all that stuff. Hopefully the next video is a little bit more informative, maybe a little bit more funny, but I might make more of these. So just stay tuned, and something better will come along. Okay, bye-bye.